Good evening, gentlemen. And yeah, sorry I'm late because I've been having problems. I think my webcam has gone down a Swanee River. That's what set me back. It was, it just wasn't doing its business. You know what I mean? Can somebody tell me, please, what is the sound and vision like? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? And otherwise, yeah, I've been having problems because the plug. To put the webcam in was kind of knocking out the sound on the other things. So Delayed Dave says sounds great. Okay, what about the vision? What about the vision? Okay, let's see. Okay, so what about the vision? Carl D, all loud and clear. Oh, super duper. Okay, thanks for that, guys. So in that case, apologies for being behind time. Technology, for Christ's sake, this is the bloody villain. This bastard thing here. Hey, I've been wrestling with this for about the last, probably about the last 45 minutes. I've had my money's worth out, but it looks like it's gone down a Swanee River. Anyway. Hello, good evening, welcome. And if you're watching this on replay, hello, good afternoon, good morning, and good whatever it is. Okay? So let's get the new revelation out of the way. Thumbs down to the Co-op for not having the Cadbury's hot chocolate in the shapely tub. Okay? So I've had to replace it. I've actually placed it with Belgian chocolate options. I don't like that other stuff that comes in a straight jar, but this is options, Belgian chocolate, okay? And this is the first time I'm having one of these, and it's very, very nice. On quite a cold autumn night. That is Belgian chocolate, that is. Belgian chocolate options. Bloody nice stuff. Yummy. Okay, anyway. Good evening to Bobby Crush, okay. Sean Jones, Martin Ryder, Brian Street, good morning. Bilbo Kelso, John Mitch, it must be Bilbo Kelso. Donald Trump is here. Chris Card, Dutch Farang, Barry from EastEnders. Carl D, Tony Edwards, Chris Card, Delayed Dave, okay, McLaren F1, okay, thank you guys, I really thank you for all of that, guys. And Carl D is sent a super chat, okay, super duper, first super chat from Carl D, Chang, okay, fantastic. I'm not a big fan of Thai beer, funnily enough. I think the Cambodian beer is probably nicer. Oh, that's tasty, though. That's bloody tasty. Thanks for that super chat, Carl D. Okay, so David Martin is here. Nice to hear from you. Welsh Boy Webby is here. Now, Welsh Boy Webby has a cracking YouTube channel, and I said hello last night on his channel. Unfortunately, when you say hello and when someone else is doing a live stream, a lot of people think it was a fake. No, there wasn't a fake. That really was me tuning in last night. Welsh Boy Webby, evening, Eddie. How are you, mate? Looking forward to having a beer with you in January. Okay, well, I will be in Pattaya in January. I booked my hotel for the first couple of weeks of my, my rest of my life. I'm flying out there early January, New Year. And I booked the first 2 weeks in good old, that wonderful, charming Disneyland for adults, knocking shop by the sea, Pattaya. I'm going to spend the first 2 weeks in Pattaya, for a bit of over-the-top, full frontal entertainment. Okay. Anyway, good evening, Welsh Boy Webby. Okay. Dutch Farang, Belgian chocolate. Okay. Bilbo Kelso, you're posh drinking that. I wouldn't say that. The reason I opted for this is because the Co-op didn't have my favourite hot chocolate, Cadbury's hot chocolate. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely, that is. That's lovely. Okay. Tony Edwards, diabetes in a mug. Well, you're going to die of something, haven't you? Dave Litch, going to get me some Cadbury's today. Why is it that there's 2 Cadbury's hot chocolates? There's one in a curvy tub and one in the straight tub, and they don't taste nothing like each other. The one in the curvy tub is really nice. The one in the straight tub is a bit not so nice. You know what I mean? Yeah. John Mitch, you can get your hot chocolate at Tesco's. Okay. You never know if I'm down that way. Capitonian, hi from Cape Town, Eddie. Cape Town, South Africa. 2 weeks and I'm off to Land of Smiles for 6 weeks. Happy days. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Terrific. Okay. I mean, you're in Cape Town. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would love to visit Cape Town. I would. I wouldn't mind visiting Cape Town. But Land of Smiles, I suppose you can't beat it. Kevin, a super chat from Kevin. Okay, thank you, Kevin. 11.99 euros. Thank you. I'll drink to that, mate. Well, yeah, I like Europe. I like Europe, and I like Belgium. Well, I've never actually been to Belgium. I passed through it anyway. But that's Belgian chocolate. Is it Cadbury's? Is it? Well, it says Belgian chocolate options, and it's very, very nice. It really has turned chilly. I mean, it's the middle of October, and I actually switched the heating on earlier, only for about an hour or so. But I have actually had the heating. I was hoping not to put it on until the beginning of November, but anyway, here we go. So anyway, thanks for that super chat, mate. Chaz Brown is here. Good evening, Eddie. Hope you are well. Any news on your paperback book yet? No, my paperback book. I've released the Kindle version, but not everyone's got a Kindle. The paperback book should be coming in about a week's time, I reckon. I'm almost there. What it is, you've got to format all the pages and get it the right size and everything, and you've got to do a front and a back cover. And it's got to be, like they say in that TV show, it's got to be all right on the night because there's no room for error. So I'm hoping to get the paperback out within the next week. But like I say, I'm watching all these videos and making sure that I've got it all right. Because when you upload these things, it doesn't take very long. It's just that making sure that you've got it right. You know what I mean? Yeah, Wayne Ritchie, I had you and everyone else in the chat looking great in the hoodie. I'm almost done with reading your book. It's great. Okay, thank you. That is a satisfied customer. Yeah, my book is on Amazon Kindle right now. I'll put the title up there for you. What is the title? The title of the book, in case you haven't. Oh no, I'll go better. I'll go one better than that. I'll go one better than that. I'll go one better now. I'll actually put this up. Why the hell not? No, not that. I'll actually put the. I know some of you have seen it before, probably too many times. So that is the book. It's called 5 Go to Battaya. It's on Amazon Kindle now. It's really, really racing up the hit parade. It was in the overall chart. It was number 719,000, and I think it's gone up to about 120,000. It did get down to 78,000 in the list. You never know. It might just make the top 10,000 one of these days. But I'm a newcomer to this game, so please, bear with us. Good things are going to happen, and like you say, Wayne Ritchie is reading the book, and he said it's really good. So thank you for that, Wayne. Anyway, cheers. Thanks for that. Dutch Farang, what hotel will you be staying at, Eddie? I can't give my hotel out over the internet. There'll be a big army of girls screaming, outside. They'll all be waving banners. When I pull up in a taxi, they'll all be there waving banners outside of the hotel. Eddie, we'll be waving that. My bedroom will be swamped with females. You know what I mean? I can't have that. So I'm kind of keeping it quiet for the moment. But thanks for asking anyway. Let's see. Yeah. Bilbao Kelso. Ed, if you're in Pattaya on the 10th of January, can I buy you a drink in person? It's my birthday. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm familiar with you and your name by now, so it is likely that I will be there. I will be there. I will be there at that time. I've booked for the first 2 weeks in Pattaya, but I might just stay for 4 weeks. We'll see what happens anyway. Martin Ryder, little Eddie will be exhausted by February. I don't know. I don't know. You see, the thing is, I've lost a couple of stone. I might even have lost 3 stone. By that time, and I'm kind of wondering, will I feel more energetic than before? We'll see. Yeah, K-Pax, doesn't give it out, and he's left, and I don't blame him too. Yeah, okay, absolutely. Wanderer 299, morning at you, 4:35 a.m. here in the Philippines. Managed to catch you live. They'll always watch catch up. Okay, that's very, very good. No, about the visas. I don't really know about the visas in the Philippines. I have been there, but I read somewhere, whether this is true or not, they can get a visa, you can stay for years, and then you renew it, and then you stay for more years. I actually haven't investigated, because the Philippines isn't really on my planned list at the moment. I haven't really investigated the visas there, but maybe you'd like to tell us, Wanderer. Oh, don't be surprised if I have another one of them. Matt Harmon. Do you always fly direct now, or do you like to have a break? Well, I prefer to fly direct. But the flight that I'm getting is not a direct one. It's a bit of a cheap and nasty one. You know what I mean? So it's an indirect flight, but I would prefer a direct flight, to be honest with you. I don't like flying and, get the nasty ordeal over and done with. Oh, yeah, Gaz 77's here. Hi, Eddie. I'm loving Mexico. I'm staying at a lovely place with sexy women, all for free. All I have to do is get the owners shopping and other things from the shop without paying. It's a great life. Oh, you're a jammy bastard, aren't you? You're a devious, jammy bastard. Oh, I wish I was you. Okay, let's see now. K-Pax. Whatever. Okay. John Mitch, heat your body, not the room. Get a hot water bottle and cuddle it to keep warm. Oh, okay, absolutely. That sounds like a hot water bottle. I haven't seen one of those in donkey's years. Welsh boy Webby, I'm moving back out to Pattaya 2nd of November. Jesus, that's not very far. That's only about that's just over a couple of weeks away, isn't it? I can't see me ever returning, mate. Got a cracking condo for 6 months. 10,000 baht a month. What's that? Is that about 250 quid? Going to Jom TM this time. But that's good. That's good. Keep us posted about the details and all of that, Webby. I mean, that would be fantastic. That'd be fantastic. Well, maybe Welsh boy Webby might phone us up or join us on the chat. But oh God, it nearly didn't happen tonight, did it? That webcam's been bloody good over the years, but it looks like it's having problems right now. So I'm using the I'm using the laptop camera anyway. But anyway, I'm here. Yeah, okay. Well, keep us posted about all of that, Webby. Look, be good to hear from you. Gas 77. I met the owners of the Mexican mansion where I'm staying in the bar, where I got them bears for free and they hired me. Bears, as in grizzlies or brown bears or that kind of stuff. I think you mean bears, don't you? Yeah, Kevin Cook. Okay, cheers. Barry from EastEnders buying a copy now. Okay, okay. Every time somebody says that, I'll put this on the screen. Okay, there you go. I'm going to be. That's from Canva. That is. I designed that one on Canva. So maybe I might start doing thumbnails on Canva. We'll see what happens anyway. But it looks like a useful little tool. It does. Useful little tool. Then I go talk about myself again. Okay. Yeah. Kipak's top worst books on Amazon. Oh yeah, I know some of them some of them a bit look a bit not like the kind of things that you want to read. I know what you mean. Okay. Yeah, Kevin says great footballers, but I hate you for that. Is that from Liverpool? Is that Liverpool? Are they it's Liverpool ain't doing too well right now, are they? Michael Janaeus, even Eddie from Nairobi. I strongly recommend it. Great place, great women, and fantastic safaris. Which is Nairobi? Is that Kenya? Is that Kenya? I haven't been to Kenya. The only African country I've been to is Ethiopia, which was cultural, but a bit dirty and grimy and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But yeah, Nairobi. Good for you, mate. Good for you, Michael. Good for you. You have a great time, mate. Yeah, Lee Clark, 2 weeks of Pattaya with no ale. Good luck with that one, mate. No, I've actually done videos discussing all of that. The important thing is, whatever happens, I've got the ale under control. The alcohol doesn't control me anymore. It doesn't. I control the alcohol. And I really, really believe that. All of these people who say, one drink and you'll be back. No, I won't. No, I won't. I've got more discipline than that. You know. Let's see. Peter Blue. Hi, Eddie. You ever been to Nha Trang, a beach resort in Vietnam? Yeah, I've been to Nha Trang. I've been there a few times. And first time I went there was about 20 years ago, and it was good then. But it's gradually become more and more Russian. There's more Russians. There was, the influx of Russians. I mean, Vietnam many, many years ago was tipped as the new Thailand. A bit of a cliche that, but some people said it's the new Thailand. It's not. And if Vietnam is the new Thailand, then it's got to have a premier beach resort. But Nha Trang, it's last time I was there, and I have got videos on my list. If you go back a few years, Nha Trang is very, very much a Russian place now. It's still worth a visit, but especially if you're Russian. Bilbao Kelso, like Kipax, is also from Manchester. Richard Stockdale, what was the best day or night you've ever had in Thailand, Eduardo? Well, I suppose you've got to go back about 23 years or something like that. My very, very first visit, because there's something about the Thai girls that you meet on your first visit. They're the most special ones, aren't they? I think I even done a video called "You Never Forget Your First Thai Girls." I mean, because I've never been with women like that, not like that. I've only ever been with Western women before, and when you meet. So I met some lovely, wonderful girls, and funnily enough, it's I can remember them more than I can remember the more recent ones. You know what I mean? Let's see. Dickie B, even Eddie, don't know whether you covered this, but are you totally yeah? I don't give out my personal details. I do not. Anything to do with my financial details, I'm not gonna give them out. I'm not gonna give any. I know other people do that, but I'm not. I mean, always will say, always will say, when you retire abroad, keep your money details to yourself. Don't share them with anyone else. As if Shari. Hey, Eddie, nice to hear from you, mate. Nice to hear from you. Yeah, Chris Card. 5 Scousers robbed a co-op in Pattaya. Listen, if they've got a co-op there, I'll have all the diet ginger ale. Singapore Dan, you can stay up to Singapore, Dan, you can stay up to 3 years on a tourist visa with renewable visas in the Philippines before departing. So when you say with renewable visas in the Philippines before departing, so you can stay up to 3 years. What do you mean? You don't instantly get a 3-year tourist visa. You get a tourist visa, then you just keep renewing it and renewing it and renewing it until eventually, after 3 years, you can't renew it anymore. Is it really like that? I mean, that's pretty amazing. That when you consider Cambodia, you can go there on a 1-month tourist visa, and you can only stay for another month. I mean, Vietnam, they're swell. Is that really? You can really stay for 3 years on tourist visa? That's pretty amazing. Glenn, can you give a brief synopsis of the plot? A brief synopsis. Okay, I'll give it a brief synopsis of the plot. Basically, what it is. But before I do that, I may as well put this on the screen. As soon as you asked, he asked, so I'm telling him. I know some people are thinking, oh, not this again. Okay, a brief synopsis of the plot. Basically, what it is, it's 5 Scousers, all of them aged around 30 years old. They've never really travelled much before, except for places like Blackpool and Rhyl and all that kind of shite. And all of a sudden, but this is probably true to life. It begins where they meet this guy in a pub, an old friend of a friend sort of thing, and he gives them loads of bullshit. Go to this place called Pattaya. It's dirt cheap. You can live like a king on next to nothing, all this rubbish that you still hear even today. And these 5 Scousers fall for this rubbish. So they all go out to Pattaya expecting to live like a bloody, like a king on next to nothing. And those of us who know the place know that that's a load of rubbish. They go out to Thailand, Pattaya, for 3 weeks. And then they all start arguing with each other simply because some of the guys, and this is the truth to the life bit, some guys are very disciplined with the money and know how to put their money away wisely and therefore have a good time. Whereas others are dickheads, they whatever money they've got, they'll blow it within the first few days and then end up in the shit, you know what I mean? And they fall out because they're starting to borrow off each other and all this kind of stuff. And some of them end up with money and some of them have got no money to enjoy themselves. And then something happens to one of them, he goes missing, and that's when things really get ugly. Friendship gets set. No, the thing is, that's a brief synopsis of the plot. Martin Ryder says, is your book based on your adventures? It's not so much based on my adventures. It's more based on people that I've known. I mean, because the characters in the book, it's a work of fiction, but there are things in it for that are true to life. Like some guys go out to Pattaya with a realistic attitude about money, and therefore they have a good time. Whereas others go out to Thailand with a very, very unrealistic attitude towards money, and then they end up in this shit, having severe problems. And the thing is, all the characters in the book, yet they're people that I've known. I've changed the name. I knew all these guys from Liverpool, but if they were to go out to Pattaya, that's the way they behave. So anyway, for me, go and buy the book. I mean, it costs about as much as your average fish and chips. And Christ almighty. So, have a look at it. Paperback is coming very, very, very soon. Hopefully next week. Okay. Tulip, nice to hear from you. Yeah, Stephen Tutty, evening everyone. Did you get your health insurance sorted? No, I haven't got that sorted just yet. That's another thing. You've got to spend. I don't want to make a decision now and then be stuck with it. When I eventually make that decision, which health insurance I'm going to use, I want it to be the right one. So I'll probably. There's no rush for that just yet. I will. I'll sort that out before I go. Okay. Kevin, that's the most important thing, Ed. Control. Absolutely. The alcohol doesn't control me anymore. It doesn't. I can switch on and switch off from it. I haven't had to drink now for over 6 months now, and I haven't missed it. And when I go to Thailand, there's with beaches like that behind me, obviously there is going to be I mean, how can you walk along a beach like that in glorious hot sweltering weather and then not have a cold beer at the end of it? I can't really see how you can, but when you want to, but that's it. I've learned to control the alcohol. I won't be drinking all the time. I know that much. Yeah, let's see. Okay, where are we now? Michael Janaeus. Michael says, "You're looking good, mate. Thank you. Girls are friendly and 50% less pricey than Bangkok. It's not got the bars like town, but very good clubs catering for all ages. Yes, it's Kenya. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Well, good for you, mate. Good for you. Sounds good to me. Tony Edwards, Pattaya is full of Russians. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. There's Russians there, but it's not full of Russians. It's not full of Russians. Tamba Guy, Eddie, congratulations on your book. Who's your favourite authors? Well, I used to read a lot of books. I haven't read books for many years, but I used to like Stephen King's books. Done some great books, and I also liked, and he's not popular with everyone, but I did like a lot of Jeffrey Arsh. I almost said Jeffrey Arseholen, didn't I? Yeah, some people would call him that. I also like Jeffrey Archer's books. Jeffrey Archer, did some really great books like Cain and Abel and all that kind of stuff. He did do some good books, and I like what's the guy? I like a lot of American detective fiction and all that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff that I used to read a lot, and also the wonderful, brilliant writer Arthur Haley. I loved Arthur Haley. Makes me wonder, he wrote Airport and stuff like that. It makes me wonder, whatever happened to all those 70s disaster movies? I think Airport was the one based on Arthur Haley's book, which kicked it off. And then you had things like The Towering Inferno and The Poseidon Inferno. Whatever happened to all those disaster movies? I'd like to see all of those again. Anyway, I hope that answers your question. Gaz 77. I mean, Bayers. This mansion is massive. The women are sexy. I got 20 pizzas yesterday, all from the pizza restaurant for free. You mean you actually ate 20 pizzas, you greedy bastard? Really? Or the women? Or you brought them there, to get your leg over with all the ladies or whatever? McLaren F1 race dinghy time. The sea's very rough out there. It's very rough. I don't think there's going to be too many dinghies just yet. Thank God. Kiki and Jasmine on the Trail of Love. Nha is still worth visiting. I prefer Da Nang though, close to Hoi An and Wei. Okay, Nha Trang is a good beach. Da Nang it wasn't fully developed. I thought with that place, it's kind of half city and half beach resort. It's not really. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's close to Hoi An and Hoi An. They're all well worth a visit, definitely. Let's see. Roger Manifold. Hi, Eddie. Will you be using the fake return ticket on arrival, being as you're on the big one? Will you be using it? I don't know what you mean, mate. I haven't thought about that yet. It's just getting out of there. Yeah, Matthew Cartwright. Eddie, is your paperback out yet? I usually like bareback, but I'll buy a paperback from time to time. Hopefully, I will get that out next week. Hopefully, it will be out next week. Dave Andrew, I'm flying out from Glasgow on the 1st of January to Bangkok with Emirates. Oh, to have a few bits. Oh, good for you, mate. Good for you. That sounds like a great way to start the year. Good for you, mate. Yeah, I'll leave this on the screen anyway because we'll talk about this. Richard Stockdale. Richard Stockdale. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm gonna sorry, but that what is it? Options. Options. Belgian chocolate. I'm gonna have another one. See you. I'll be back in a second. A minute. Oh, okay. God, that chocolate's so nice. I had to have another one. Okay, so anyway, how much money a year do you think you will need to live a good life in Thailand? Okay, well, we'll talk about that. So, what do everybody else reckon of the answers to that question? That's a good question from Richard Stockwell. What do you reckon? Welcome to give answers on that one. In the meantime, McLaren, nice to hear from you. So when are we all digging those for our nuclear bunkers? Hard tulip. 5 go to Addis Ababa. I've been there. Oh, God, that's a shit all of a place, that is. Addis Ababa. That is an awful bloody city, that is. Awful. Kipax, who was the Menji on the cover? It's on canvas, so I'm covered. I'm covered. Welsh boy Webby, you don't need to return ticket if you're over 50. No, I never knew that. They asked me in Bangkok, how long will I stay in Thailand? My response is, my response, I'm never going back to my country. Welcome to Thailand. Oh, good for you anyway. You tell them anyway. Good for you. Well, I didn't know that. I've never heard that before. So thanks for that one. Tulip, 5 go to Peking. Okay, then maybe that's the sequel. Kipax, 5 go to Soy 6, 1 and get bombed. Okay. 1 to the 299. Renew every 2 months in the Philippines. Yes, stayed 3 years. I've been here 6 years, retired on a tourist visa. That's absolutely amazing. And that is okay in the Philippines, is it? Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So, is it true that after 3 years of renewing your tourist visa, you then leave for a few days and come back in again for another 3 years? Because that's what I heard. Oh. There's bits of chocolate floating to the top of this. Oh, look, that's lovely, though. It's nice. Matthew Cartwright, we're all one of those mates who goes missing at the end of the night. They're usually looking for Rumpy Pumpy. Okay. Well, read the story and it'll all make sense. Let's see. Joseph Darroch, 5 arrive in Dover. Stephen Tutty, 5 go to see the Wizard of Oz. Okay. Kipax, 5 go to the UK on a boat. Okay. Oh, by the way, I've actually seen my book on Amazon. I've actually seen it printed there on the list. And on my screen, it comes up next to, yeah, you've guessed it, Enid Blyton. It comes up next to the Enid Blyton 5 books. I hope nobody makes the mistake of getting mine by mistake, thinking it's going to be Enid Blyton. Sheila 5 goes to Sheila 5 goes to Baghdad. Okay. Kipax 5 bang a bargail at the same time. No, that's the Indian version. That is. Okay, 1 to the 5299. Going to Vietnam for a few days. February, as my 3 years is up. And by the way, Philippines is very safe these days. Well, I've been to the Philippines twice, and the first time I went there, it was it didn't feel safe. But the second time I went there was about 3 or 4 years ago, just before the pandemic. No, a couple of years before the pandemic, wasn't it? And I liked it. I liked the Philippines. A lot of good things. And I swore that I would return. But when it comes to hassle, people selling things, the street hassles. Philippines, is different than Thailand and those other countries. In Thailand, you're sitting somewhere at a bar and someone will come up trying to sell something to you, and you'll say no, thank you, and they'll go away. In the Philippines, they'll pick an argument with you. The street sellers in the Philippines are definitely more aggressive. That's what I found. Definitely. The Clan F1 race, the paperback will be coming quicker than Lisa Dale, and that's saying something. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Kiki and Jasmine, you should drop a link in your description so we can just click and bit. Okay, we'll sort all of that out, but I want the paperback out first of all. We've got to start thinking of that. Yeah, Bilbao Kelso. Ed, forgot to say, I booked that hotel in Bangkok that you told me about, the Royal Ivory. Well, I like the Royal Ivory. I like the Royal Ivory. It's at the end of Soi 4, and it's a bit jaded, but it's for the capital city. It's good value, and it's yeah, you know, it ticks the boxes. So yeah, good for you, mate. Anyway, I hope you like it. Your kitbacks is full of men. Okay. Dickie B, I don't think you will ever have a problem with alcohol again, Ed. It seems like you've nailed it. Everything in moderation. May see you in Pattaya. We're there for all January. Okay, you never know. Be nice to meet you. I'll be there in January. So look forward to meeting you there, mate. Good to hear from you. Wanderer to Nine Authors. Try Women by Charles Bukowski. Superb. You monks will love it. Guarantee. Isn't I think is there an author called Charles Bukowski? I'm pretty sure that Charles Bronson's real name was that. I'm sure his real name was Charles Bukowski. Or was his Charles Paczynski or whatever it was? Yeah. Barry from East End is going to have a quick empty of sack. Okay, he's rehearsing for his Santa's Grotto. Yeah, Matthew Carter was grabbing a cider. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so anyway, here we go. This is the answer to that question. How much do you think you would need to live on in Pattaya if you retired out there? Scuba Steve says 20,000 GBP to live and have a good life. Okay, 20,000 GBP. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'd go along with that. Is that 20 grand? You don't have to. I mean, you could live comfortably on less than that, but yeah, 20,000. That would be a nice figure. Ed Sweeney's 20 stone white back in England, giving the girls in the basement pork pies and diet ginger ale. Okay, nice to hear from you. Simon in Siam, even though sorry I'm late, fly to Thailand tomorrow for a month. The same exciting is an understanding. Well, I'll drink to that. Good for you. Good for you, mate. Flying to Thailand tomorrow for the month. I wish I was. I know well, my time will come around, but that sounds fantastic. Good for you, mate. Well, there's all little chalky bits that float to the top, but it's nice, this. Like it. Michael Janaea says 30 grand a year to live well. Well, 30 grand, that's about 600 quid a week, isn't it? Now, would you spend 600 quid a week in England? I know there's a lot more fun to be had, but really 600 quid a week. I mean, that's a bit, would you do that every week? Maybe in an exceptional week, you might do 600 quid. But to do that every week, I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I think I'd rather live on 20 grand a year or 18. Gaz77, I don't need any money for a good life to get everything for free. Well, because you're a robbing bastard. That's what it is. Carl Day, if serious for a good year, at least 20 grand. If it's the ladies and drinks, okay. 20 grand sounds better. Because some weeks you might possibly go over that. But I think for most weeks you'll go under that. Lovely stuff. Andrew Hammond, 1,000 a month, so 12,000 a year. Well, I think I'd spend more than that. I mean, 12,000 a month. I don't really think that if you plan on having, women and having, nights out and enjoying yourself, I wouldn't do 1,000 a month, 12,000 a year. I think you need more than that personally. But maybe different. Ed Sweeney's 20-son wife. 5 go to Gambia to get rattled. You never know that. I haven't been to Gambia, so I'm writing about what I know. My book's about Scousers going to Pattaya. I know about Scousers and I know about Pattaya. So I can't really do that one because I don't really know Gambia that well. Bint man is here. 1,000 a month is plenty if you don't live an extravagant lifestyle in Thailand. The money goes down fast if you're hitting bars and taking girls all the time. Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, if you could live on £1,000 a month, if you don't live an extravagant lifestyle. But come on, let's be honest with you. I mean, the point about going to Thailand is that you want to live your life. I mean, hitting bars and taking girls. I mean, I wouldn't take girls all the time, but sporadically, even sporadically, I still think you'll need more than £1,000 a month. Let's see. So you see the difference in variations. Some say 20,000, some say 12,000. Kiki and Jasmine, lots of expats do the visa on every 3 years in the Philippines. Lots of videos on YouTube. But really, I haven't researched visas in the Philippines. I really, really haven't researched any of that at all. So that sounds really, really interesting. Maybe I should. Michael Janaeus, think of the rent, transport, entertainment, food, insurance costs for health. I wouldn't go to Thailand unless all bases covered. I think, if you're saying 30,000, that seems really exorbitant. You can live a really exorbitant life, but that's basically 600 quid a week. I mean, some weeks, exceptional weeks, I think 600 quid, but most weeks, you'd be well under that. So, but up to you. Carl D. I've got a Filipino girlfriend now living with me. So genuine and better than Thai girl. Never thought I would say that. Oh, well, good for you, mate. Good for you. Yeah, some Filipino women are lovely. Well, Thai women are as well. Good for you. Gas 77. Oh, yeah, we're getting intrigue here. They want me to nick from a guy who hasn't paid for white powder. He's got till tomorrow or I got to sort it. Oh, oh my God, that sounds fantastic. Tell us more, mate. Tell us more. This sounds like turn into a real film noir, doesn't it? Oh, lovely. Lovely stuff. Chris Carr, Bronson, Charles Dennis Paczynski. You're having a laugh, aren't you? But the movie actor Charles Bronson, you're telling me that his middle name was Dennis. No way was that a Dennis on the screen. In Death Wish, no way was it was his middle name ever Dennis. Charles Bronson may have looked like many things. He may have looked like a Bronson or a Charles or a Baczynski, but he did not look like a Dennis. He really? Serious? I've never heard that before. McLaren F1 and David Coleman, and he'll come back. David Coleman will come back when he's guaranteed that the fakes aren't going to be. Oh my God, that was quick. Chucky bits floating to the top, but nice. 20 grand would be fantastic life in Pattaya. I'll drink to that. A lot of chucky bits floating to the top. Tasty stuff, though. Tasty stuff. Yeah, 20 grand a year. I'd say that. That'll be a good life, that 20 grand a year. Welsh boy Webby, I was in Pattaya for 6 months. I went out every night, spent around 60,000 baht a month. I lived a high life. Well, what's 60 baht a month? Well, that'll be 2,000 baht a day. What's that? What's 60,000 baht in English money? What is that? Is that about 1,200 or something like that? 1,200 quid? Well, that sounds good. That sounds good. Chucky Blitz, 20 grand would be fantastic. That sounds good. Yeah, that sounds very, very good. Do a lot on that. Kiki and Jasmine, $20,000 a year. So some say up to now we've had £30,000, £20,000, $20,000, and $12,000. Sorry, £12,000, $20,000. That's a good one, yeah. $20,000, 20,000 something or other between dollars and pounds, I'd say. Ernest Connell, my Pattaya goal would be to make the bar owners rich. Well, good for you, mate. Anyway, good for you. Nice to hear from you. Welsh boy, when you live there, things are a lot cheaper than holidays. Yeah, I can imagine so. I'll be doing things differently when I'm out there. You know, yeah, it'll be a nice new outlook for me. And the thing is, there'll be no time limit, no rush. To do anything. I'll be taking my life at a pedestrian pace. That's the way I like it. Oh, lovely. 90 minutes on the exercise bike. 1,000 is fine as long as you don't pay for women. Yeah, it's women that's the expensive bit, definitely. Yeah, Kiki and Jen, my advice is ignore the cost of living websites. They're always off. Okay. London Cab Thailand, nice to hear from you. £18,000 a year. Now that sounds good because that is somewhere between $20,000 and £20,000. It's in the middle. London Cab Thailand, £18,000 a year. What's that a week? That's about £1.5 grand. That's about £1.5 grand a month. I'd say that's good. Yeah, that's good. That would be about my budget there, about 18 grand a year. Nice to hear from you, mate. Ian Greaves, beer and the ladies cost the money. A lot will have no willpower on going easy on going out. Okay. Mister, 1,650 US dollar. Hell being old and poor. Is that per month, mate? It's nice to hear from you anyway, mister. Hope all's well, mate. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Let's see. Gas 77. The guy has 15. Let's see. Gas 77. The guy has 1,500 drug debt that he has till 4 p.m. Mexico time to pay it, or he's in trouble. He's going to say, you're one of the boys, some mafioso, Mexican drug cartel is going to send the boys in, and you're one of the boys. Go on, mate. Let's see you do it. Go on, do it. Stephen O'Connor, greetings from Phnom Penh. I'm nice to hear from you. I've met Steve. He lives and has a good life in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Stephen O'Connor, greetings from Phnom Penh. 1,800 to 2,000 per is okay to have a decent lifestyle. Dollars, that is. It's not lavish, but it's okay. That includes eating out 3 or 4 times a week. Gym membership, insurance, transport, and a lady now and then. That sounds good. 1,800 to 2,000 a month. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's more or less what we were working it out at. That sounds good. Hope all's well, Stephen. Anyway, else, nice to hear from you anyway. Hope everything's okay, and I look forward to being in Cambodia again. It'd be nice to meet up here again next time. Let's see, Bitman. I lived there on less than £1,000 a month, 2-bedroom house, £1,000 a month, 2-bedroom house, 12,000 electricity and water, 500 baht food. Total spending money on self and fun habits, but all down to the individual. You live there less than £1,000. That's bloody good going, mate. That is really, really good going. Okay. Matthew Cartwright. I would save money by only going with Mamazans. Okay. Some of them are probably up for it. Some of the Mamazans are probably up for it. Barat Sagdia, pleased to meet you, Kiki. Okay. Mr. Health Insurance, $12,000 a year to avoid hospitals and doctors with their health genocide. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll have to make this as shorties tonight because I started late because my webcam was the villain. So I'm going to put a number on the screen anyway. And so if someone wants to phone in. Where are we now? Roy Gold, nice to hear from you. Nice to hear from you. Roy Gold, yes, £1,500 is about my budget here. That's good. For over the 3 years I've been living in Pattaya, it will go up if you do a lot of traveling, though. Okay, thank you. Now Roy lives in Jomtien, and he lives a good life out there. He often makes good comments on this chat, and he knows what he's talking about. £1,500. Who's this? Okay. Let me just get this up. Season's greetings. Yes, season's greetings. We've got a call in here, everybody.
How are you doing, Mr.
What's that? I'm doing fine, thank you. Nice to hear from you. Anyway, Mr. Barat, Mr. Barat or Clive or whatever your name is.
Mr. Barat will be very.
Okay, and nice to hear from you. So anyway, what would you say if you used to live out in Thailand? I know that's not your preferred place. You prefer Philippines, yeah. But if you lived, what would you say your yearly expenditure would be?
I would say about
£3.50. Okay, that's how much you spend for a year.
That's per day, not per month, obviously.
Okay. Per day, £3.50. Okay, fair enough. I mean, would you say? I'd say, here's a question for you. Would you say the Philippines overall is cheaper than Thailand?
For certain things.
So,
I would say for accommodation, Thailand's cheaper.
Yes, yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Not everywhere, because I managed to get a place. It's about £21 a night, like.
Yeah.
So, and it was clean, and all the rest of it. I had no problems. The air conditioning was dripping like a bastard, but nothing the bin couldn't sort out.
Yeah.
I put the bin underneath it, like, in a towel, so it stopped the tap into the bin.
Yeah.
But, I didn't moan because I was going to be asked at the end of the day. But
yeah,
good air conditioning though. It was right over the bed, and it's like,
Yeah.
Some people don't like that because you get cold, don't they? But
yeah. Okay. So anyway, what am I saying? What am I talking about? Yes, I mean the Philippines. Some of the accommodation is a bit more expensive, and the Philippines just seems to me generally to be a bit more third world than Thailand.
I would say, to be fair, probably in the Philippines. It depends where it is, doesn't it? At the end of the day,
Yeah.
But I would say probably condos. I don't know. I'm thinking on the top of my head and what I've heard of over YouTube is because I haven't rented a condo or something or, places like that. But I think it's probably on a par, renting-wise, it's probably on a par with Thailand. Food. I didn't really go to. No, I was in a bad place actually. I was in quite a bad location in Manila.
Yeah.
I had all these good ideas going to restaurants, stuff like that, but I was in the wrong place, and it was like McDonald's, Jollibees.
Yeah.
It was like, pretty much the Jollibees is crap, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if you've ever been to a Jollibees.
I think I have. Yeah, I think I went to a Jollibee.
They're okay. Probably depends where you go, but like their service is not on par with what McDonald's is like.
Yeah, it's like
their mission statement, their training, all the rest is probably up to US standards.
Yeah.
Jollibees is up to Philippine standards. It will get to you when it will get to you at the end of the day, because they don't care much. Like speed and efficiency isn't the thing in Philippines. You need patience.
Yeah. Okay. So and yeah. Well, it's a good place. I like the Philippines a lot better the second time that I went there. I first went there about 20 years ago, and then I went there about 5 years ago, and I liked it better. And actually, I even like Manila, and I've been to Jollibees, and I was impressed with Manila. Surprisingly impressed. There's a lot of good things about it. Tony Solo says Chow King is way better. What is
We went to this park in McCarthy.
Yeah.
I don't know what the park was called. It was some Memorial Park. It's probably called the Memorial Park.
Yeah.
But it was a huge, probably 20, 30 acre place like with all sorts of things. And a theme park, there was like a more serious. I don't know quite what was going on with it, but Memorial probably, I don't know, probably to Second World War or fighting the Spanish or something. I don't know what it was. But,
Yeah.
it was a wicked place. Like, you could buy these split bikes, but not motorbikes, split bikes. You could go around this like circuit around this play area place, right? Because obviously my mission is like she's got kids like they're just playing up really like. You can just rip around on these like they've got like mountain bikes with sidecars on them and all the rest of it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's good exercise. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, they do have those little. They have those little trikes, don't they? You go on those. You go on these little sidecar things, and geez, they look like death traps. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was drinking and riding the sideline. I was crushed in the road. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I started the stamina, but I was like, I don't know. You weren't quite there, you know what I mean? You wouldn't have been driving a car.
Yeah.
It was good fun. It was good fun. You had these bikes about 2 hours, didn't you?
Yeah.
The kids and all sorts of time in this mountain bike.
Okay, Matthew Cartwright is asking, what is the bar scene like in the Philippines? I mean, well, they're pretty good. I mean, I thought Subic Bay was really quite good. Plenty of go-go bars, and the beds are really. There's some nice beds in there as well.
I shot myself in the foot with that. Like I met somebody obviously online.
Yeah.
Now online, like on Messenger.
Yeah.
And I didn't see any of that. Like, I didn't go down to these or any sort of more media places. I'm not into that, to be honest. I don't think honestly I could do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Take the play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I am more into like I want a relationship with somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's understandable. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Roy Gold says, with the Philippines, the street food is crap. We'll pay more for decent food in restaurants, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, the thing about the Philippines, there's a lot of fast food there, and they don't have their They don't have a real authentic cuisine the way the Thais have. I mean, the Thais have Thai food.
I agree with that.
Yeah, not sure what Philippine food is.
In the Philippines, also have to say, from McDonald's.
Yeah.
Or a steakhouse, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
I like to be in like to be a bit cruel.
Yeah.
I think if you're into sort of spicy food and street food stuff like that, I don't know. Street food maybe in better places in the Philippines, better than But then again, you can get food poisoning from a street vendor in Thailand. I mean, if it's been in the sun or something, or been, in one of these heated cabinets, on the side of the road for hours.
Okay.
Get food poisoning anyway.
Okay, Clive, you sounded a bit muffled there. The line isn't very, very good there. So, So basically, anyway, before I go, I'm going to ask you a question now. Anyway, but I better disconnect the call because the line isn't very, very good. But thanks for phoning in anyway. Yeah. Okay. All the best anyway. That's Clive there. He's phoned in. He's phoned in. Unfortunately, the line isn't very, very good there. So I'm just going to, before I go, I'm going to put this on the screen. This is a question that we can talk about just before we go. Apologies for starting late because my webcam's gone down the Swanee River and the screen got off to a bit of a bad start. But anyway, it's Monday night. What can you expect? So a question, I want to put this question on the screen simply because I've been, watching YouTube, various cities around the world. I like watching, the world's great cities, and I like watching walking around, driving around videos, that sort of stuff. But there's so much negativity about the world's great cities. I mean, you look at, a city like Paris. I mean, in the olden days, Paris, people used to say it's a romantic city. Oh, viva la, Paris, or this kind of shit. You know what I mean? Whereas nowadays, people say that it's a dump. It's so. Say with all the world's great cities. So the question is, after world's great cities turn to shite, because it just seems to me that all of the great cities, ones that I've visited and ones that I've always wanted to visit, are probably not as worth visiting anymore. No one seems to have a good word about Paris anymore. No one has a good word about London. London is crime infested. I've been watching videos. If you drive a bloody car through London, some bastard is going to reach into your car and try and rob your watch. I mean, of all the world's great cities, I've never been to America, but I keep hearing people saying that San Francisco is full of shite. You know what I mean? It's a dirty, smelly, so. Barry from EastEnders, Clive, very interesting as always. Yeah, it's a pity about the phone line, but phone line's not good. Matthew Cartwright, Paris was good before the dengue people. I mean, I went up to the Eiffel Tower and it was wonderful, wonderful. And I love Paris, but nobody has a good word to say about it. Ernest Connell renamed Bedbug Paris. Okay. Matthew Cartwright, dengues. Barry from EastEnders, San Francisco now turned to shite. Yeah, absolutely. This is what people say. People say, it's full of shit. You know what I mean? Kiki and Jasmine would say, I love it. Gabriel Traveller almost got robbed in a London hostel. Yeah, I seen him going on about that. I heard about that. Gemini Star, Algerians have taken over large parts of Paris. How many bloody Algerians? Oh, well, wasn't I think they said Albania for a minute. No, they've taken over Britain, haven't they? Algerians. Wasn't Algeria a French colony at one time? It was I think it was a French colony at one time. I don't actually know what Algerians look like. Bobby Crush, USA is Hard Tulip, 10 cities in LA. Okay. I know a lot of these great cities. I grew up watching movies about San Francisco and LA and New York, funnily enough, was always, said to be a bit of a dive in those days. But all the great European cities of Paris and London and all of these places, nobody has a good word to say about them anymore. Gemini Star, North Africans, Algerians. Bobby Crush, get all of these bastards out of Europe. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll go with that. Neil, there's a YouTube channel called Seattle Looks Like Shit. Interesting stuff. Okay. Bobby Crush, enough is enough. Absolutely, mate. Enough is enough. Gemini Star, Moroccans, Tunisians, Algerians. Okay. I don't want to go any of those places. Ernest Connell, go to Chicago to see the nightly shootings. Yeah, well, Chicago always had a name, didn't it? For violence and gangsters and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, all these places, I don't know. All these great cities that I always wanted to go to, I don't want to go to them anymore because nobody has a good word to say about them. Richard Stockdale, driving and parking in these great cities is a nightmare. Okay. Bobby Crush, stop being wimps and start saying it out loud. They all have to go. Well, I would say it out loud, but it's very, very late at night and I don't want to wake the neighbors. Okay? Besides, for saying it out loud, what you think about immigrants, for saying it out loud, the bloody busies will be around at your house to arrest you. Matthew Cartwright, the West is messed up because we invited a third world in, so we're becoming a third world. Well said, Matthew. Well, very, very well said. Very, very nicely. Very true. Very true. Bottle Baby, hi everyone. I'm late. Nice to hear from you. Craig Mitchum, not will get better until they ban teaching religion in schools and teach manners instead. Yeah, also well said. Well said. Bobby Crush, Vermin out, okay, bit extreme that one. Mazza, evening at you in the gang, surprised you're still going, cheers. Okay, thank you, nice to hear from you, mate. I started late. Bobby Crush, only mass repatriation can save England. You tell him. Barat, I work for an Algerian once in France. Very hard work and it was a laugh, but he prayed at the steering wheel a lot and crashed into a storm drain. They're obsessed with Allah. Oh my God almighty. Or should I say, oh, Allah almighty. That sounds dreadful. I got into a taxi in Turkey and they're Muslims. In Turkey once, in Istanbul. And the bloody driver had a can of beer in his hand. He was swigging a can of beer. Kiki and Jasmine, my sister and her boyfriend are going to Morocco in a few weeks. Funnily enough, somebody mentioned Gabriel Traveller. I remember what he had to say about Morocco. They need to do something about those touts. Sergio, more refugees in Italy than Italians. That is such a shame. Such a shame because a beautiful culture like Italy, wonderful country like that, being swamped with undesirables. Mazza, what's the latest with the dinghy people? Another hotel near me just being closed to the public to house the illegal dinghy army. Oh, we're all soft bastards. That's what we are. Bintman, Thailand don't take all this riffraff in. Even when you retire there, you're still only a visitor. AKA Farang, okay, good for them. It's their country, and well, Britain is our country, and yet it doesn't bloody seem like it's ours. Matthew Cartwright, there are some European cities I will never visit again. Paris being the worst, okay. But Slim A was a laugh though, nice guy. Fair enough. Bobby Crush, bring back the little Austrian painter. I think that's a bit extreme now. That's a bit extreme. Okay, so anyway, so basically, Yeah, okay, Kipax. Yeah, okay. Anyway, okay. We had a bit of there was a bit of a disagreement going on in the chat, but it's all done and dusted now anyway. So we're all happy. We're all happy tonight. I'm going to I'm going abroad. In a couple of months' time. I can't bloody wait. January I'm going abroad. A lot of people are going abroad, and I can't wait. I'm also pleased I've lost a bit of weight. I'm no longer in the fat bastard category. Hopefully, if I can lose a few more pounds, I'll be absolutely thrilled a bit. But anyway, Vin Valentine, the West, including countries like UK, America, have ruined the world. That's why you would all come to the third world country. So don't be all hypocrites. Okay. Vin Valentine. The West, including countries like UK and America, ruin the world. So that's why it would all come to third world countries. Don't be all hypocrites. Yeah, but the difference is we're going to third world countries to spend our money. We're not going there to spend their money or to bloody leech off them. That's the difference, mate. Bobby Crush. Thailand, India, Pakistan, Nigeria, you can go on and on. They don't have foreigners in their parliament. Only natives only. Okay, fair enough. Kipax, okay, nice to hear from you, Kipax. Anyway, he's off now. Thanks for coming along. Anyway, let's see. Massa, Eddie looking fresh. Okay, don't feel very fresh, mate. Bottle Baby, Eastern Europe, I hear is fine. I think you're talking about Poland and what's the other one? Hungary. I was in what is it? Krakow in Poland, and a lovely, beautiful old town. And what I noticed around, you don't see any, you don't see any North Africans or anything like that making a bloody nuisance of themselves there. It's noticeable. Kipax, hugs all around. Nice, good to hear from you, Kipax. Good to hear from you. Bangkok Universe, good evening all. Hope you enjoy your trip in the new year. Can't wait. Let's see. Ernest Connell, Eddie, fresh style, fresh like a new box of Tide. Okay. So anyway, Bobby Crush, the Thais do it right. You're a guest in their country. Any messing around and you're out. Fair comment, fair. You can't blame them. You can't blame them. I'm just disappointed. The world's great cities are no longer great. I mean, nobody has a good word to say about them anymore. No one says Paris is the romantic city. Nobody says I want to go to London because I want to see the Charles Dickens type of city. Nobody says that anymore. It's all turned to shite. Kiki and Jasmine, Irish people emigrated to a lot of countries, but they didn't go to claim benefits. I know that's very, very true. They emigrated to work. They got it right. They left their country to find work, as a lot of us do. Peter Barb, Australians have less rights than the migrants. That's dreadful. That is absolutely dreadful. Roy Gold, seems like a lot of people living in Western countries want to move to Southeast Asia or Central South America for a better lifestyle. I think it's a cheaper and sunnier lifestyle. That's what it is, isn't it? Bobby Crush, Thais come first in Thailand in all situations, just as it should be. Okay. Massa, I was lost in Paris once driving a lorry. It was an Algerian bloke who helped me out. Plenty of ignorant friends that didn't want to know. Okay, fair comment. Here's a comment. Travel and milkshake. I say the West is so messed that they blame immigrants when the real problem is corrupt governments. Okay, fair enough. So I'll leave it at that anyway. I'll leave it at that because it's getting late now, and we've all got things to do tomorrow. Apologies once again for starting late tonight. Now tomorrow, I don't think there'll be a stream tomorrow simply because Simply because there's a lot of shite going on in the world, but it's not the kind of stuff that we want to talk about. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'll probably be back next on the. I'll probably be back. Okay, super chat to go. Carl's here, yeah, love you. Kickbacks, we are brothers now. All love now. Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear, Carl. And thanks for that super chat. Cheers for that, mate. I really appreciate that. Oh, Telecom is here. Good evening, Eddie. Sorry I'm late. Okay. Nice to hear from you. I'm actually wrapping up now because I'm tired and the stream got off to a bad start. And anyway, it did get off to a bad start. Simply because my my webcam went down the Swanee River. So anyway, I'll be back on Friday. I'll be back on Friday. Let's get that off the screen. Let's see. I'll be back on Friday on the other channel, where we're going to talk a little bit more about travel, anyway. Okay. So in the meantime, have a great week, everybody. And I'll see you Friday at 9 p.m. Cheers. Thank you.